It's fine, sweetie.
Frosted Tips.
I think you should totally do Frosted Tips. And you should also say hello because this is a podcast with me and you and Unfrosted Tips Clarence.
Oh, not unfrosted tips, Clarence. Potential frosted.
Pre-frosted tips.
I like
I
that.
Say
I
hello.
wanted to like dye more of my roots black so it'd be like more, but it's
Uh,
fine.
no, I like it. This is perfect.
Yeah.
It's like an ombre effect.
Yeah, like unintentionally, but it's all
Yeah,
good. I mean,
like
it's working
sunset.
out.
Yeah, it's like the sun just went through
hmm
and kissed it.
This little
So
piece of
this
hair.
week at work, I had a work conference, and like a lot of us since the pandemic work at home, so we don't really see each other. And except for on Zoom. And I've had locks probably for 3 years now. I think the
Yeah.
first year they were like, horribly sad. And then the second year they were, getting a little longer. And like, so this year I saw a couple people and I was like, hey, and they were like, I didn't recognize you. Your locks are so long. How long have you had locks? And I was like, 3 years, I think. And they were like, no. Anyway, got a lot of compliments on my hair and my glasses, which is why I think that Zenny Optical should just give me some money.
100%.
Because you're
Yeah.
killing it out here, kid.
I'm out here
The
fucking
glass
representing.
game is strong. You have as many glasses as I have sunglasses.
I fuck with that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was going to
I
be an
mean,
insult that I was going to need to defend myself for
no.
against
No.
or whatever, but
Why wouldn't you?
Why?
Because you
I don't know.
don't.
I was just preparing to fight and then I was
has
like,
somebody
oh.
been attacking you? Like you're
I
on
mean,
Am I gonna have to? Is Kanye gonna have to slap?
what is it? Wayne Brady going to have to smack a bitch?
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of Wayne Brady, two
Oh,
things.
yes.
Did you ever watch that show, The Colony, on USA?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I
When
was more.
evil Wayne Brady starred in that, like season 2 or 3 of that show. It was pretty cool.
Never. That's a deep dive, bro.
I know evil Wayne Brady is great. I think about evil Wayne Brady all the time.
Usually
I
when
feel
Wayne
like
shows up, I leave.
Hmm?
Usually when Wayne Brady shows up, I leave.
Why?
you guys
Because you're
are
the same
like
person.
kindred spirits.
You can't be in the same room with Wayne Brady.
Fucking twin flames over here. I don't. I don't. I don't know. He's not my.
Express your hate for Wayne Brady. What hate for you? He's just a pansexual singing man.
Oh my God, is he pansexual?
He
Yeah.
is sexual. He hangs out with his wife and her husband.
Does he sometimes give it to the husband?
Probably.
Not
Wayne Brady.
not publicly.
Like he would seduce you, right? Like he's gonna sing and dance.
It seems very charming.
He seems extremely charming. Like I don't. I'd probably
Is singing seductive because for some reason when people sing to me, it makes me uncomfortable.
It's too much attention focused on you. It's overstimulating for sure.
Yeah,
but if somebody's staying in my vicinity,
you're feeling the seduction.
Yeah, if somebody's staying in my vicinity, if they were like in the next room singing, I'd be like, God, that's hot. But if they were like staring at me singing, I'd be like,
look away. Look away from me. Don't look at me when you sing.
Like, what are you doing? Why are you looking at me? They're like, I want to emphasize my love. You're like, no,
don't do that.
I feel it
don't
enough.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 times.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, like when people are like, like when you have celebrity crushes and people are like, oh yeah, if I could just hear that, I was like, I don't think I'd want to though. I'd be like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And then I'd be like, I'm gonna come to your concert tonight, but also don't look at me when you do it.
Don't draw attention to me. Don't say my love is in the audience.
Yeah, oh, she's here. Be like, oh no.
No,
Like,
I want to sit in the back. Yeah.
I just want to die. Yeah. So yeah, anyway. So now that it's the end of the world as predicted and Project 2025 is fully in motion.
Oh, yeah.
What are we doing to protect our little peace?
Number one, deciding where to shop, because like shopping at the end of the world is like trying to figure out which corporation, because America is what, like three corporations in a trench coat made up of a
Yeah.
thousand smaller corporations. So like you have to constantly like decide what facility to shop at, and then what facility carries what things, and then who owns them, and then if they roll into a bigger conglomerate, and like it's exhausting and confusing, and it wastes so much time trying to figure out what you actually need to be buying, to tell yourself
Yeah.
not to get the dopamine hit from buying things you don't absolutely need, and then to figure out what percentage evil the person who's selling you the thing that you need. Did you get an undercut? Have you always had an undercut?
Yeah, he has.
Oh,
Um
the
he
ADHD is
used
kicking
to
in
wear
hard.
like in a ponytail thing. But I think that the challenge for me is like, so before Felon 47 was inaugurated, um there were a couple businesses that were like, really big persona non grata, like, they gave a lot of money to the campaign, they gave money to the inauguration fund, like all that stuff. So like now that he's in office, folks are saying they want to walk back the DEI movements that they've done. So, in particular for me right now, is like I had stopped supporting Walmart, but now, I mean, I'd already stopped supporting Walmart, but I was
Right,
like also trying to stop supporting Amazon by using more Target because of all the Black support that they were giving, and LGBT and everything. And now that they are walking back their DEI policies, it's like, okay, so now what? And then the
right,
same thing is true for Home Depot, who gave a lot of money to Trump's campaign and then also to the inauguration. But Lowe's is also walking back their DEI. So you're like, okay, so yeah, what do I do in this case? Um, yeah, it's kind of disheartening.
I called Target. Like I saw this woman, this white lady on TikTok. She like filmed herself calling Target, and I was like, oh, this would be a good time to like activate my inner Karen. So I just started calling people and telling them that I'm not shopping there, or that I'm cutting back my spending there. And so I called Target and did that, and they have this whole. I guess they've been getting a lot of those calls. So number one, I suggest that if even if you're still, I mean, of course you're still boycotting, but also call them and let them know, and call the DNC too and let them know that we don't feel like they're doing enough. Call the DNC and call Act Blue and tell them we don't feel like they're doing enough, and we don't want them to facilitate fascism. And then so anyway, so I called Target, and they must be getting a lot of those calls, so they have like an entire speech
Mm-hmm.
planned, and they said that they're not, that the information, I don't know how true this is, I have to look into it, but they said that the information that's been printed is misinformation. They're not walking back their DEI practices, they're just changing them to something called "you belong" at Target, and then they give the details of that. So
Okay.
anyway, but also call them, and then we have to look into this whole "you
You
belong" at
belong.
Target thing.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that that's part of like, because I don't know if you've seen like the internal memos that are getting leaked out where like this current administration is asking folks to also like tell them like what
Report.
the new names are for DEI, because like some of the DEI things are like environmental justice, I guess, like because of like we all deserve human access to water, food, safety, like
Right.
those kind of things. And so they're targeting like all these like offshoots. So I could see in some ways like why, if it is true, like Target would want to rename it,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like everybody's like doing that, like where they're like, okay, we're not going to say DEI because obviously that term has been weaponized, just like culturally responsiveness and CRT and all those things. But but then it's like we have to rename it so that we can still operate like we're teaching fairness and kindness and equality.
Right.
Um, yeah.
And then what else? So yeah, and then the other thing is like about Target, what makes Target so hard is because they still do carry a lot of like Black and non and person of colors lines, and if those things don't get bought, then they're not they have to eat that. You know what I mean? So there are these like businesses that are semi small that just got their big break, and they're gonna have to eat those products if they don't sell.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I mean, it's kind of a mess because, like, I don't know. But anyway, so that's kind of where we are there. And I was going to ask you too, like, if you think it's better to cancel your Audible subscription and go ahead and do the Spotify one.
I don't. This is where it hits the road for me. Like, it's so hard because
That's gonna be a no for me, though.
Amazon is so accessible to me. Like, it just makes so much stuff accessible. Like,
Yeah.
and like my brain doesn't work right. So I mean,
I
even
feel,
when I get books from the library, I put them on my Kindle so my Kindle can read to me, and it's
but
Hmm.
I put
so hard.
money into my Audible too. Like you
Yeah.
gotta. That's $15 a month. Like for the last like 3 years. Like the library is significant at this point. Like
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't sure if I should like stop giving them my $15 a month. But if you do that, do you lose access to your books?
No, you don't lose access to your
you
books,
have
but
the
you lose access to the Plus catalog.
Oh, okay.
and like yeah, you would have to buy more credits to buy new books.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I mean, I think that it's just a matter. I did spend significantly less money at Amazon. I mean, plus, it also helps that I'm budgeting. So that's
I
helpful.
just
But
I think that we have to just think about, because again, like, all corporations are evil, and there's nothing that's not touched by American imperialism. And I know that I'm not going to execute all this perfectly, and I feel like a shitty person because I feel like I'm making excuses, but I'm not going to be perfect in this, and I don't think that anybody should expect anybody else to. I think that we should all do our best to be as aware as possible. And again, like, my resolution is to just not is just to stick to what I need, right? Like, I'm
mhm.
not buying things on a whim. So like, one suggestion that I heard is like, before you buy something, anything at all, like, don't you can put it in your cart if you're gonna do online, because I normally just do like pickup even from like Target.
Mhm.
Um, put it in your cart and then get off it. You can't purchase anything until you've been off your phone for an hour.
Oh, an hour.
Um, so I think that that's helpful. So I'm just like very carefully watching what I spend my money on, and considering where I'm spending my money, because I'm not going to do things perfectly. We don't have a grocery store out here where I live. We have one. It's called Harps. It got bought out, I'm sure, by private equity, so they're evil too. And then the next closest grocery store is Walmart.
Mhm.
So, like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna drive all the way down to Trader Joe's, but then Trader Joe's is evil too because they're union busting, right? I'm not gonna shop at Whole Foods because Amazon owns them, and then once I do all that, I don't have a grocery store. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so it's unfortunately, like, we're in a situation where everything's evil, so I'm just gonna do the best that I can.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
agree.
yeah. What'd you say, Clarence? You said you agree.
I do agree with that. Like, what are you gonna do? Everybody is just corrupted by greed. Are they walking back the DEI just because it's
We
like
don't know why they didn't say exactly why.
I think
are
that like
cost
I
effective?
think people are afraid of being sued because the current administration is framing DEI as discrimination against
Oh,
white people. And they've also talked about like targeting colleges and universities who have DEI programs,
remember
be,
that
and that they had to
exclusively.
yeah, that they needed to pay basically white people for harm reparations that they've caused. like for the harm they've caused because of DEI.
Even though the people who benefit the most from DEI are white women, over and over and over again. I saw like a statistic, and I don't know how true it is, but like 87% of the leaders who ran DEI programs were white. So
Yeah.
it's like, who's okay? Yeah.
Yeah, but like, so for I think anyway, it's just kind of like it goes back to like how the Asian group sued for affirmative action, and then once affirmative action was thrown out, they realized that they still didn't have more numbers. There's just like embedded in it like anti-blackness. So there's like this assumption that the black people who are in college are in these like high powered jobs are in there because of DEI and affirmative action, and not that they're like capable.
This is where like I really wish people would have listened like 10 years ago when people started talking about implicit bias and unpacking that,
Hmm.
because if they had, they would have realized that if I think that no black person is in a job or in an education a higher educational situation, if I think that every black person who's in one of those two things doesn't deserve to be there, maybe that's racist.
Yeah.
But didn't do that, so now we're all fucked.
I just don't think that like, their egos allow them to, you know, like,
But also, if your ego is like, no black person should beat me at anything ever except basketball, then that's racist.
I was thinking about this though when I was young. I remember I don't really think that I was a fighter, but like when I was in elementary school, I got into an argument with one of the girls in there, and she was like, "I'm not scared of you just because you're black." And I was like,
Like, why would you be?
yeah, I was like, I didn't say that. You know what I mean? Like, I just was like, whatever the fight was about, like I was fighting with her one way or another. And she could very well have kicked my ass. I don't know. But like, I wasn't gonna just let her talk shit to me.
Right.
But and I didn't mention that I was black. And then she was like, "I'm not scared of you just because you're black." And I was like thinking about how anti-black that is too. Like just those again, it's like it runs really deep. Like that we all think that we're fighters and like that we can.
Yeah, there's so many things. I remember I worked this job and it was an analyst job. And so it was kind of remarkable that, like, one of my senior analysts was blind. Like, he was completely blind. And so, like, when you train, you have to sit with him because he's a senior, but you have to train the way that he sees. So you had to like wear the headphones and like it just reads you the whole file, and that's how he would do this because I'm a data analyst, and it would just read him the whole file, and he would have to listen real quick, and that would be how he did the thing. So you all have
Hmm.
to like take this training that way. And then I was like, oh yeah, it's so interesting. It's so hard. It's kind of really awesome because you have to learn how to listen real fast, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and I just wonder how he learned to do that. And then I said something. I was like, yeah, like somebody's like, yeah, he's never seen your face or he's never seen our face. And I don't know what it'd be like to work with people who I've never seen them and just having to put like a voice with a personality. And I was like, yeah, like, does he know I'm black or whatever? The people go, oh yeah, he knows. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, who told him? Like, what does that
Yeah.
mean? Like, why would you tell him that? And they were like, girl, yeah, he knows. And I was like, why are you saying it like that? Just shit
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, or I didn't notice, but like every time I got a job, people would be like, who did you know? And I would be like, what do you mean? And they're like, how'd you get this job? And I was like, I applied for it. And then it just started to strike me. I was like, oh, that's racist. They don't think that I got this job on my own. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that happens at my job too. Like, I mean, or even when we worked at the school district, like it's pretty much known. Like people's husbands work at the district office, and then they're the principal here, and somebody's a teacher there, and like so there's a lot of that. And then when I started at the current job I have, I was just like, it just seemed like that kind of stuff happens in schools and nonprofits because you can't really afford like people. So you kind of have to like sell people like, oh, well, sure, you could go out in the world and make $200,000, but like come work here at this mission oriented place for 60. And
Right.
then or like even if it's just to start, but like, so everybody, had like a friend or whatever, it wasn't a big deal. And then when I started working and like meeting people and being like, this person could do this job and this person could do this job, then there was like, there was a union that was started. And like part of like the impetus, the letter that they wrote was like, oh, Clarice has hired all her friends and family in these roles. I was like, none of these people are related to me. Like, it was like, I met this person at this place and thought she would be good doing this. I did, you know what I mean? Like, I just
Yeah, how
did
do you
what
think
I like,
recruitment works? Yeah.
yeah, I was really trying to like make a way out of no way. Cause like what I used to do is like we wouldn't have funding for things. So I would convince people, really talented people, to work with us as subs first. And then I'd assign them like stuff like social media or whatever. So that way I could like have someone help with that because I wasn't able to like approve a full-time position. And so these people are like really not like loving the idea that they're like being paid as a sub, and now they're like being targeted on this list of people that like supposedly had it like really good. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit. So anyway, but I was like, I realized later like a lot of that like is like kind of baked in anti-blackness. Like none of these people
Yeah.
can be qualified for their
Right.
jobs because they know Clarice and that's how they got into the position.
Right.
So it's really interesting how it plays out. And I was like, and I'm sure like none of those people would ever admit to that. I think that's the challenge. And when they tell people to kind of like sit in the discomfort, is like when you start like actually looking and like sitting in the discomfort that you might feel that it might have been racism that drove you to the conclusions, then like the body's first reaction is to like explain it and to
Right.
like, tell you you're not a racist, but like you might have to sit in it and think about it because a lot of us have done or said things that like are not cool. Like I've
Right. Which
seen
is
old posts of mine where I'm like, shit, I can't
yeah.
believe I said that.
No shit. Like it
Yeah.
scares me if I ever got famous and somebody went back and found some old shit of mine. I'd be like, listen, I am a different person. I don't even remember saying that.
I feel like there's
But
a Twitter account rolling around out there that I can't find.
yeah. Or like a reply, that would be worse. Like a
Oh
reply
yeah.
to something, I'm like, don't even tell me. But
Yeah.
like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's why where I think it's fucked up is like we conflate like if you're racist, you're a bad person. Like you can be a good person and like do shit out of racism. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
people want to defend it so bad and they don't want it to be true and they can't sit with it because they think all of me is bad if I had a racist thought, and I don't think that that's true. Like there are racists who are bad people and they're the ones like, you know,
Throwing the
sick
Nazi
heiling
symbol up this week. Yeah.
at an inauguration and burning crosses and killing people. Those are bad people, but you can do you can generally be a good person and do something racist even if you don't realize it.
Like the post that's going around of that lady who's like, I wanted to check in on all my friends, and then she does a salute. I hope you're
Hmm.
doing okay this week. I was like, her face, like the way her face turned up is just like so pure evil. There's no way that like you can explain that.
Right.
Like there's just no way. It's like your face, like when you looked back at your video, I hope you saw how evil you looked. Like, and maybe you're proud of that and go for it. Do your thing. And I hope that the afterlife is all that you hope it is. But yeah, I don't know. It's just
I
really
actually don't
incredible.
hope that. I hope the afterlife is very painful for you
Yeah, I mean,
and
that's
they
what.
just play that video at you over and over again and like glue your eyeballs open. That's what I hope. But speaking of um eyeballs, so you sent me that post of Tony Adeyemi, and I was like, I'm not the biggest fan. She's an author, and she's her. I'm sure she's written other books, but her main three are in this series that starts with Children of Blood and Bone,
Hmm.
and it's like one of the black fantasies that's gone really big. Like very few have, and so she got a 3 picture deal, and the third book, the audible is actually or the audio book is actually read by Cynthia Erivo, and it turns
Oh,
out that's
cool.
because Cynthia Erivo is playing one of the characters in the movie adaptation. So
Mm-hmm.
Paramount bought it and it's being turned in. And they announced the cast this week, and it includes Cynthia Erivo, Viola Davis, a bunch of huge names.
Mm-hmm. I
But it
saw that.
also includes Amandla, and people hate her. I didn't know that, so they're very
Why do
upset
they hate
about.
Amandla?
They say that for the same reason a lot of black people hate Zendaya. They say that anytime there's a black role, they go and get the light skins,
Oh, well,
and
I
so
mean, the
they
girl's
they
gotta
hate
work,
it.
you know what I mean?
Right. So they
Yeah.
hate her, and they hate the cast, and everybody's like, "We're never going to go see it." And I'm like, "This is why we're our biggest enemy, because this black ass movie with a bunch of black ass authors come, with actors come
Yeah,
out,
well, they
written
don't
by
like
a black ass
Cynthia
person,
either.
and they don't like Cynthia either, and so they're already talking about, don't go see this movie, and I'm like, absolutely not. I will go see the movie, and I already bought the books, but I'll buy them again at this point. Like
Yeah,
I don't,
Viola Davis, you know what? Count me in.
yeah.
Honestly, if they had just had my girlfriend in it, then I would definitely go see it, but
Who's your girlfriend?
she can't be in everything.
Who?
I can't remember her first name, but Turner Smith, the one that was
Oh,
married to
Jodie
your,
Turner Smith.
yeah,
Yeah,
Jodie Turner
I think
Smith.
she is in it. Actually,
Oh,
hang
is
on.
she?
Yeah, let me look
Then
up the
it's
cast.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm saying like it's a black ass cast.
Yeah, it's like she's in this movie or this show called The Agent or Agency or something like that, and I started watching it just because she's in it, but I have no idea what's going on. I'm just like always waiting for her to come back on screen. But okay. What are you watching, Clarence? Or
Right now,
reading?
I'm looking up who these people are that you're talking about.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Amandla?
not. It's
Yeah.
it's it's Lashana Lynch is in it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Right now, I'm not watching anything.
Okay, that's good. Taking a little breaky break.
Yeah, and I'm still on my. Uh,
Stephen King.
well, I am still on that, but I'm also still on my social media break. So I have
Oh,
no
you
idea.
are?
Yeah, it's very peaceful. Like I have no idea
Yeah.
what's going on out there. It's pretty good.
Stay that way. It's pretty bad out there.
Is it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I think that like a lot of me, I'm not on any of the news things anymore, so like a lot of me doesn't really know like what's happening. But there's some stuff, if you're on social media at all, you
Like,
can't avoid,
yeah.
like the Elon like whatever
Yeah,
thing.
I
But
that. Yeah.
yeah, I was like thinking that this time around I might just focus on like building and sustaining community like
I
in
think.
real life.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made some friends along the way, these last couple years as a business owner, so it's like there's just got to be enough spaces where I can like be like, okay, I want black moms to meet up, I want this group to meet up or whatever, because I think that's going to be really important for us to have community right now.
Being the
It's
captain of those kind of situations always seems a bit stressful to me.
one more time.
Like being the catalyst of those kind of situations, like the organizer, always seems a bit stressful for me.
What might be the stress that you would feel?
I don't know, social probably, because as much as I love the idea of community, the idea of having to meet somebody at a certain place and being obligated to do so stresses me the fuck out.
I
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah, I think that like it's kind of like, we were just talking about this last week. Like I think like anything that's a requirement where I'm like, I'm gonna meet these people at this time, I'm always like, oh no. And then I get there and it's fine. But I think that like for me, most of my depression shows up as isolation.
Likewise. And yeah, it is always fun once you get there, but man, getting there is a challenge.
Yeah. I'm always afraid that like nobody's gonna come and everybody's gonna be pissed off at me because I wasted their time.
I'm sure that's all
And
would never be the case.
yeah, and I'm just gonna be sitting there looking at people like, hey,
Let's go get a funnel cake.
yeah. Ooh, funnel cake sounds amazing.
Oh my
Mm.
god, I would love a funnel cake right now.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
You know what I
Um,
really wanted today, but they didn't
A
have?
sugar llama. Have you had sugar llama? It's a
No.
little mini donut. Oh my god, it's amazing.
Mm.
It
I
had like
wanted a chocolate covered strawberry blizzard from Dairy Queen.
that's. I'm a
I've
turtle guy.
never heard of that.
It's so
You're
good.
awake?
Is that my niece?
Yeah. Hi, cutie.
Hi.
Hi,
Wait, come
Look
back
at.
in. We can't. You gotta come closer. Oh, let's see your hair. Hi, sweetheart.
cute.
Oh, very nice. Cutie pie.
Okay, you can go.
I'm watching Thor make random crap. You're
Listen,
watching what?
don't, Dree. We're in the middle of a podcast.
I don't. So, what is she watching? We were
She's
just
watching
talking
her
about
friend make ramen.
that. Oh, okay.
Could you imagine being their age, like, and having
No,
access
this
to
day
all
and
this?
time, I couldn't.
Oh my god,
Mm-mm.
bro! We had walkie talkies. It was a big deal that a calculator was on my watch when
It
I
was
was
a big deal that we had AOL Messenger and dial up.
ASL, baby. Age, sex, location. Where are you? Where
Oh,
the?
I don't
I
remember
remember
that.
saying like a cuss word over, or I said "What up, slut" to my friend, and her
And then,
dad was on
oh,
her messenger, and I was like, "Sorry,
all right, so
Mister."
she didn't log out of her account. That's her fault.
Well, you
Age,
can only
sex,
have so many
location. I don't remember
screen
that.
When you get into the chat room, so you didn't go chat rooms then.
I guess I didn't do that much. Yeah.
Yeah. Chat rooms is like so you would what you would do in spring break of let's say circa 2002 is you would
Hmm.
wake up okay
Let's
and
say.
then like you would just wake up let's say 11, 12. You go get a bowl of cereal, you go to the living room, you get on the family computer and you log into AOL because everybody
You were 11 and 12 asking people their age, sex, and location like you were about to come through.
it's just part of how you start a conversation.
That's weird.
You talk to
Okay.
people in your age group. I don't want to talk to some 45-year-old person.
Yeah. But they
Don't.
could lie, I
And
guess.
then,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who was thinking about that back then. And then you turn on MTV or BET. Okay, either Hits from the Streets, Jerry Springer, or Spring Break on MTV, and then you just sit in the chat room, and that was life. That was it.
Man, I was in college in 2002.
No, were you? I
Yeah.
graduated sixth grade in 2000, so I was eighth grade, seventh grade.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just didn't, like in the dorm, the internet was like so terribly slow. The AOL Messenger was like really hard to do.
God, when I was a freshman, we still had to go to the fucking computer lab to do our assignments. Like, I
Was
think
it?
I made, like, Dad might have thrown together, like, a desktop for me or
I was
something.
gonna
So
say,
I think I had one.
bro.
But they still made you go to the computer lab for assignments.
It
I
was that.
had this like really old computer that dad had like made or gave me,
Ooh, that
and I
laptop.
could do it in my room. Yeah, but it was like really, really slow. That's
Yeah,
why the computer lab was like more ideal
I
because you'd be in
remember
there. Yeah.
going to UCO and like Dad gave me a laptop, and I was like thinking I was the shit, and then everybody showed up with like MacBooks.
And you're
Right.
like,
Yeah. That's like
"Ugh,"
when it, yeah, that was like, cause
when
it,
it
I,
hits.
especially, it
What?
feels like TV. Like, you know how like on TV, everybody's got the same
Yeah,
computer because they're doing ad placements, and then you go to college and it's legit like that, like everybody's got the same freaking like
tapped in, baby. I'm tapped in.
Mac, or like I
Yeah,
feel like Dell was a big deal for a
Oh,
minute
yeah, Dell.
too.
And then when I got
yeah.
that Dell card, when I got that fucking laptop unlocked, finally got that Dell card.
Yeah, but then it
Woohoo.
was like ours was the one with the like little thing in the middle, but everybody else's had like the trackpad. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like y'all are never gonna know about that life. That like middle of the keyboard mouse where you're like accidentally type it and like accidentally end up on a different fucking
Did-
row
yeah.
when you try to hit like the middle of the keyboard. Yeah. It's
See,
like a
and like
whole
I'm such
different
a
thing.
night owl. Like going to the computer lab was always like a lesson in am I gonna get murdered walking back across campus at midnight?
Yeah. That's
Shit
when
was
they came up
scary.
with those blue
Blue
lights, like on
lights. Yeah.
campus. Yeah.
Like
So that
nigga,
you
I
could just.
gotta get to a blue light and then wait
Yeah,
for help. Like I would be
you
murdered
sprint
right
between the lights is what you do.
We should have
there.
got a rape
At
whistle.
full speed.
Yeah, you
Like,
have to like the dark part. You have to just run through.
yeah, but I hope they never understand that life.
I
No.
do
At
too.
this rate, our kids aren't going to be allowed to go to college unless they can like prove that they're not. I don't even know at this
They're,
point.
they're all going to the military for their mandatory
Well,
4 years.
hopefully we'll all
Hey,
be
the Koreas do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
we'll all have a card by then, and maybe we can rely on that part of our heritage. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that the thing about like, because 4 years wouldn't be, it's just like, on the apps now, like when people are like ACAB, there's like people that are saying like, oh, ACAB includes military. I'm like, you're so elitist. I had to
Right.
go in there and do like my time so I could pay for school, you jackass.
Or like the
But
people that live in like a territory that could only become citizens if they do time in the military. Like, come off of that
right.
shit.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I get it, but at the same time,
I'm
it
just,
is what it is.
frankly, I'm so sick of the bullshit. Like, I am now firmly on the side of quit all the performative activism. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't fucking care. They're not the same. They're not all the same. It might be two sides of an imperialist coin, but the way they go about doing imperialism is very fucking vastly different. So I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't even give a shit. It's still ACAB in here, but that's just because they are for sure on the other side for the most part. Like,
Yeah.
just shut the fuck up.
Well, just like the people, like I don't know if you've seen it, like because I feel like my social media, I'm not on TikTok unless I can steal Lillian's phone from her. Um, my side of TikTok, I mean, Instagram is like, like really talking about like what to do now, blah blah blah, like all that stuff. And then every once in a while, I run into like people who are like, oh, you guys saying that all of us who voted for a third party are to blame is so lazy. And I'm like, please shut the fuck up.
Like, no accountability whatsoever. Like,
Like
just
I don't have any energy to
none.
dispense. Like even I was at dinner the other day and someone was like, "Well, I was like, I just can't believe that people voted for this racist." And someone was like, "Harris lost because of the Palestine." I was like, "Oh, please spare me the fucking bullshit. I do not want to hear that."
Right.
And then they were like, "Oh," because I was like, I mean, I really do think that like
Right
I'm
on.
normally pretty chill, but like you can say that shit all day long, but like what I know for sure is that your racism got in the way. Like you are just like over here like she's complicit, she, oversaw genocide. Like you guys are so dumb. You think that what was she going to do? First of all, she's a vice president. And then second of all, like you thought that we were going to like militarize, like we were going to get our military to go fight Israel? Like
And then if she
what
did,
I don't
you would go,
understand.
she just used the military industrial complex against these people in a sovereign nation and got us embattled, embroiled in another war. She's a war criminal. There's
Yeah,
no
either
winning.
way. Yeah, just like
No winning.
Obama was a war criminal with all the drones and like it's just like it's just yeah,
I
it's so
just,
much
and
more complex than like
right.
people give credit to. But did you see that they want Trump to run a third term, but they
Yeah.
put a thing in to
Oh,
like keep
he's not
Obama from running. Yeah.
yeah, to keep Obama from running? I was like, wow, that's funny.
he's not getting out of office. This is it.
But I don't even think even if they did do that, Obama would want to run again. Like with all the shit that
Fuck
they did
no.
to his family. Like think about like what Sasha and Malia would have to give up if he were the president again. Yeah.
Michelle would kick him out.
Yeah, Michelle would be like, "That's it." She didn't want him to run the first time. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So let's get back to TV. Are you watching
Nothing.
anything, Dree?
Yeah, Dree.
No, I've just been
There's
reading.
nothing on, man. There's nothing on
That's
TV.
That's
true.
not true.
What's on? What are you watching?
I've been watching Found, Irrational. Will Trent
You
came
like
back on. Like,
I don't know.
it's subjective. Do I watch it? Yes.
I
See,
need
nothing.
to catch up on Will Trent, and I need to catch up on. I guess I'll catch up on the Irrational.
Oh, I don't know if you have Max, but Bookie is good and funny.
Oh, William loves that.
Yeah. The what's the hospital drama?
Oh,
On
the Pit.
Peacock. The Pit
The
is
Pit.
cool. I like it. Then on Peacock they have like St. Daniel's Medical or something.
Is it
Really
funny?
cute.
It's supposed
It's
to be.
yeah, it's cute. It's not groundbreaking, but it's cute.
What's the other
And
one that we were watching? I want to catch up on that. Shut up.
who's we?
Uh, when I was at your house, intelligent person, highly
Oh, High
autistic
Potential.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, High Potential is decent. Oh, and on Apple they have a new show called Prime Suspect.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hi baby.
You don't see the baby?
Um, but yeah. Oh, look, it's like puppy hour. Look at the puppies. Hi,
Look,
babies.
Meredith. Look, she doesn't even want to look him in the eye.
Cookie is like, bitch, if you even try to pick me up. She looked at me like, don't
Maybe
even.
she wants to see her sister.
No, she definitely does not give a crap. Da 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 da.
Dun 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 dun
Da 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 da.
dun 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 dun.
You
I
see my
love it.
baby? My new, my
Yeah.
new.
Who is it? Is that
It's
a
a
gypsy?
bird.
It's a bird.
It's a bird.
The
What kind
bird with
of
the
bird?
word came to me.
Hummingbird?
I don't fucking know what kind of bird it is.
It
I think
just
I'm gonna get what was it? The Muskogee symbol for like
that's what I wanted to ask you. Thank you
for
for saying
happiness.
because I completely forgot. Hey,
Yeah,
so
should we all get that? Because that's what
Yeah.
we were. Okay, cool.
okay, can you send it to me? I don't know what it is. But
Yeah, totally.
now that you are tapped in, so to speak, like do you feel an obligation to learn about that part of your culture that we didn't know part of our
Yeah,
culture?
for sure.
For
I
sure.
really want to get like the lineage chart because the way that they have like oh we probably shouldn't talk about this.
What?
I like the way that they have dad's percent like his blood quantum is really interesting to me and I want to see how they what they say the lineage is.
That would be
Yeah,
cool.
I think that would be cool. But yeah, so Dree, I think you should really read the love songs of W.E.B. Du Bois for the project, like your next book.
Okay.
As just a thing to look into. But yeah, so anyway, Clarence, I will make a list of shows that maybe you should be watching that are
We
all
have a
on right now.
we
We
have
have a
a
shared note.
we have a shared note. Just put it on
Okay,
there.
well, I'll put them on there, and then but I was thinking that we should share that with the audience too.
Oh, we
Yeah,
should.
we
So
can.
yeah, we can start putting together like a little list of whatever of shows that we are like, hey, I like to watch shows that are good for background. I think Prime Suspect is a little bit like on the edge of like not being good for background. Like you have to pay attention a little bit. It's math, but it's pretty good. Still pretty good.
Oh, it's prime subject. Like they do math to figure it out.
Yeah.
No, it's Prime Suspect because they figure out some math equation, I guess that's going to like disrupt world peace. I don't know. They haven't like really connected all the dots for us, but there's like some agency watching mathematicians.
Ooh, sexy.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I mean, they got all the things, an asshole main character, black woman savior, you know,
Love it.
all the things.
Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about now. So, I've been
Eh,
having trouble like getting to sleep real quick, and so I used to like take like the tiniest sliver of like an edible, but I've
Mhm.
been having to take more because your tolerance goes up. but I can't find, like, I can't dial it in just right. So it still takes me a really long time to go to bed. But now I'm just high. And so, like, the other day, so since I started taking my medication for my ADHD, like, it affects your insulin. So I wake up and my blood sugar's really low. So I have to eat something before I go to bed and have a Gatorade. And so I went and got these dried mangoes that I had in this cheese, like little cheese slices. And I was like, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. And like woke up William and I was like, you have to try these two things together. And he was like, no, leave me alone. I'm asleep. And then I just sat there and I kept eating it. And then I was like, oh shit, this is the munchies. Like, I'm high.
Yeah,
Like I didn't realize, like, I've never had them before because I've never been high.
yeah.
And I was
Everything.
like, oh, this is a really strong feeling.
It is.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you have the munchies too, because like I feel like when I was getting them, I really wanted chips,
Love
but I don't know why, because it was like it also, I guess because your mouth is
the
dry.
mouth. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so then it also kind of hurt. I was like, I don't know, but
But then you're in love with the pain.
I guess
And it's
so.
like, why is it so good? It's like the best thing that you've ever had. Like, why?
So
What?
much,
It like massages your brain just right.
so much though that stoners will not eat before they smoke.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
When that first year where I went to the leadership conference and I was like, I need an edible to go to sleep because I was like on high anxiety, I would like get my edible and then like a bag of Funyuns and then just like go lay down. Like that would be like how I go to bed. Just like bag of Funyuns, some water, and just be like, this is
Here,
ready
baby.
to start the next day, baby. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah. Welcome to
Interesting.
nowhere.
Yeah, it's a really strong feeling. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, you really don't know it's going to be that way until it happens.
No idea. But once it happens, you just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Okay, we're at a good stopping point. Is there any other shows or books we want to share for this week?
I am reading this book called Blood Sisters for my book club, so I'll let you know how that goes.
Oh,
what
you're
I
in a
feel
book
about
club.
the conclusion of that next week. Yeah.
Okay. You're in a book club?
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find them on Reddit or something? I don't remember.
No, it's just a bunch of friends.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you have friends that read books.
Mm-hmm. I
Mine
do.
You wouldn't even read it anyway if you were in a book club because you're like stuck on your books, Clarence.
This is true. This is very true.
I thought about joining this book club and they posted the books on Instagram and it was like, this author and I looked her up and I looked the book up and it's not on Audible. So I was like,
no, I'm out.
Can't be in your group.
See, but I run the book club, so I only looked up books that have audiobooks.
Yeah.
And
you're my kind
so
of
they can only vote on something that I can actually read. So
yeah. That's a good idea.
At me.
Okay, Meredith said you gotta go, so everybody has a boss.
My boss is very mad at me right now, so I guess I'll say this has been delightful, and I'll see y'all later. This has been It's Fine, Sweetie. It's a podcast starring me and you and you. I love you.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for listening to the It's Fine, Sweetie podcast.